It's me, your host, Michelle Malavakla, and I want to welcome you to episode number 7, lucky number 7, baby. I'm so excited, as always, that you guys tuned in, but I'm even more excited than normal today because guess what? Guess what today's topic is about? Today's topic, we're talking about you. It's you. Today we're talking about celebrating yourself. And we're having a party. That's why I got balloons, and we're going to punch it up a little bit. Today we're talking about celebrate yourself. And, in the Guerrilla Love campaign, we're an army endeavoring and working to kind of lift everybody around us and be, a kind and loving and positive force in the world. But, we've talked also about being kind and loving and positive to ourselves, to yourself. You can't love someone else if you don't love yourself. So celebrating yourself kind of falls under that. I think it's important to, at times throughout the day, honestly, every single day, you should find time to set down the things that you don't like about yourself. Just set it down. You don't have to, we're not talking about forgiveness, we can get into that another time. We're not talking about letting yourself off the hook for everything that you don't like about yourself or for everything that you've done wrong, but you can set that burden down, if you will, and pick up celebrating yourself for the things that you've done right, or for the times when you got it right, or for the times when you tried. This is a new topic or a new process for me too in my life, looking for the things that I've done right and taking the time to give myself credit. And it's something that I'd like to share with you guys. At the end of the day, Guerrilla Love campaign and everything that I'm trying to do as far as kind of changing my own energy and changing my own vibe, it's coming from a place of just trying to love myself and trying to find things about myself that I like. And what I really like, you guys, what I like about Guerrilla Love campaign and what I like about myself is we're working for good. I'm working for good. I'm on the side of good, good versus evil. I'm working for good. So are you. Even if the only good thing about today is that you're tuning in and being open to this information and listening, maybe that's the only good thing and you're going to go back to being a fucko for the rest of the day. Give yourself credit for the fact that you took the time to uplift yourself a little bit. And I have a list, a couple of things that I'd like to point out, when we talk about celebrating yourself or giving yourself credit. Like I said, don't think so much. Just set down all of the negativity and pick up the things that are positive. Give yourself credit for the positive impact that you've had on people around you, throughout your whole life, whether you're 12 years old or 60, we've all had moments where you could kind of tell that you were making a difference for somebody, or that, just you being there or something that you said made a positive impact for someone else. Give yourself credit for that. Celebrate yourself for that. The good things you've done, the times that you've been helpful, give yourself credit for that, and look at the times that you've, stepped outside yourself to kind of push yourself a little bit farther and reaching out and being helpful even to strangers. It doesn't have to just be friends or family. We talk a lot in Guerrilla Love campaign about working with strangers, trying to be out there and be thankful and be appreciative. Give yourself credit for the times that you said thank you. Like maybe you didn't have the greatest day yesterday, but if you made somebody smile, or if you took time out of your day to kind of, throw a wink at someone, or just to be pleasant, sometimes just give yourself credit for the fact that you were pleasant. Maybe you weren't the belle of the ball, and maybe you weren't the prom queen, but maybe you were nice. Maybe you were pleasant. Give yourself credit for that and celebrate yourself. I wrote down also for trying. Sometimes the best thing you could say about today is that I tried. And in that moment, celebrate that and give yourself credit for that, for trying, and oftentimes for trying again and again and again. Give yourself credit for all of it, because again, you're working for good. If your energy and your intentions are set towards a positive goal, even if you don't get it right, even if you horribly fail, as long as you're trying again, that's great, celebrate. For holding your temper, a lot of times, think of all the times that you didn't say what you were thinking. Think of all the times you didn't tell someone off. Think of all the times you held your mouth and, kept it to yourself and didn't say anything because you couldn't think of anything nice to say. Give yourself great, serious credit for that. I'm going to give myself a lot of credit for a lot of the things that I haven't said. Let's be realistic, you know. For being the one to say I'm sorry first, I'm going to give myself credit for that, because there have been times when I've totally put my pride aside, or put aside the need to be right, and been the first one to say I'm sorry. Even if I thought the other person was being ridiculous, I'll be the first one to say I'm sorry, because it means that much to me, and I don't know, I'd rather just be the first one to kind of call peace and call truth. So I'm going to give myself some credit and celebrate myself for that. I bought myself some balloons, so there's that. Celebrate yourself and give yourself credit for the times that you've kind of even been good to animals. If sometimes maybe you have trouble with human beings. I know I certainly do at times. You know, maybe you're great with animals. Give yourself credit for that, for the times that you've been working for good. It's made a huge difference in my life. A lot of times I think what's hard is if you kind of like give yourself credit for things. I think a lot of times people throw around the words selfish or conceited, stuck up, self-obsessed, self-centered. It's not about that. If you're doing the right thing and you're working toward good, you know, don't listen to what anybody else says. If you feel like it's something good about yourself that you should pat yourself on the back, then by all means go ahead and do that, because sometimes you have to be your own #1 fan. And you know what? Seriously, I am Michelle Malavacqua's #1 fan. I think she's fucking great. So anyway, you guys, I also want to remind you about my email, alllovnofear. Please send me some emails. I want to know who's out there and who's watching. You know, I checked the channel the other day. Gorilla Love Campaign has had like 540 something views. Yay, that's so awesome. I'm celebrating that today. I think that's fabulous. I'm working towards good, and it's getting out there. Once I say it and it's out there and you guys see it, it's not even mine anymore. I want to know what you guys are doing with your Gorilla Love Campaign. Once it leaves here, it's kind of out in the world. I'd like to know who you are and where you're from and what drew you to me, or how you found the videos or something. I'm really kind of getting curious about this, because I have to tell you, it's blowing my mind how this is all kind of turning out, and I think it's so great. I'd love to hear from all of you. alllovnofear@gmail.com. Send me anything you want. Questions, comments, concerns. You want to know who does my tattoos? We'll be talking about that next week. You want to know who does my hair? We'll talk about that too. So opening up the email again, alllovnofear@gmail.com. Just shoot me something, man. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know who you are and where you're at, and what the Gorilla Love Campaign means for you. I'd love to hear it. Let me know if it's cool to read it on the air. I'm always going to protect people's privacy and stuff. I would never put you in a position of, you know, having to, you know, be worried about something I'm going to say. But at any rate, you guys, we're working for good. It's a love army, and I'm really proud to be a part of it, and I'm excited about that, and I'm celebrating it today. So in the spirit of our theme for today, I'm going to dedicate today's episode to you. Whoever's watching this, whatever your name is, whoever you are, wherever you're from, thank you so much from the bottom of my glistening, glitter-filled heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's fantastic that you're here, and I'm dedicating this episode to you, because this is your Gorilla Love Campaign too. You're a soldier, you're a general. Get out there and do it. So I'm dedicating it to you today, whoever you are. Feel the love from me coming to you through the screen, or whatever it is, however you're watching today. I hope you know that you have just touched my heart so much by being here today, and I just love you all so much, and I'm going to leave it at that and sign off today. Again, I am your host, Michelle Malavacqua, and I used to want to be famous because I wanted the whole world to love me, and now I really just want to be famous because I love the whole world. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up. Bye.
It's a Saturday night. Nothing will go wrong. But if it does, do I care?